Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley and today we're going to be discussing heirs property, the hidden threat that's costing families their homes and their wealth. When property is passed down without the right legal protections, it can fall into legal limbo, leading to family disputes, forced sales, or even other losses due to predatory investors. Far too many families lose what should have been their legacy simply because they didn't have a plan in place. So if you want to protect your family's future, join us for this probate real estate series where we'll be breaking all of this down. Now let's get into this. Okay, y'all, so last week we talked about the exciting possibilities that come with inherited property, keeping it, renting it, selling it, and how it can become a real tool for building generational wealth. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Inherited property can come with some serious hidden costs. And if you're not prepared for them, they can quietly drain your finances and turn a blessing into a burden. So today, we're getting real about the unexpected expenses that you must consider if you inherit a home. Let's start with the big ones. Number one being property taxes. So even if the mortgage is paid off, you'll still owe property taxes every single year. And depending on where the home is located, that could be a few hundred to several $1,000s annually. And if the taxes aren't paid, the government can place a tax lien on the home and eventually force the sale to recover what's owed. Next is insurance. So I mentioned this last week, but it's worth repeating. If the homeowner's insurance policy is still under your loved one's name, it won't cover you. So you need to update the policy immediately to protect against fire, theft, or any other natural disaster. And remember, insurance rates may change once the property becomes a rental, a vacation home, or vacant. Next, there's maintenance and repairs. Owning a home means ongoing costs. You have roof repairs, plumbing issues, HVAC maintenance, pest control, lawn care, and trust me, small problems can quickly become big, expensive headaches if left unaddressed. And if the home is older or it hasn't been updated in a while, you could be looking at major renovations just to make the home livable or rentable. Next, there's legal and administrative fees. If the property has to go through probate, there may be court costs, attorney's fees, or appraisal costs. Even transferring the deed into your name often comes with filing fees. And if multiple heirs are involved, there may be additional legal fees to make sure that everything is handled fairly. Last, we'll touch on property management. So if you decide to rent the house out, but you don't want to manage tenants on your own, you will likely have to hire a property management company. Now, another shameless plug, I do that too. Most property managers charge between 8 and 12% of the monthly rent, and that could be more if they're responsible for also finding the tenants. So here's the bottom line. Owning a property can be a blessing, but only if you're financially prepared. Without a plan, the cost can quietly chip away from the very wealth that you're trying to build. So here's what you can do to protect yourself. And remember, this is if you decide to keep the property that you inherited. First, you want to get a full property inspection. Even if the house looks good from the surface, there could be hidden issues. Next, set a budget. And with this budget, you want to plan up front for taxes, insurance, maintenance, and any legal costs. Next, talk to a professional. An estate planning attorney, a financial advisor, or a real estate expert like myself can really help you see the full picture. And last, have honest family discussions. Make sure everyone understands the financial responsibilities and not just the sentimental value. Because here's the truth, it's not enough to inherit property. You also have to steward it wisely. That's how you turn legacy into lasting wealth. Now, next week, we're taking this conversation even deeper because once you understand the hidden costs that come with inherited property, there's still a harder truth that we have to face. And that is, what do you do when you want to keep the house and you do keep the house, but you just can't afford to keep up with it? Understanding the expenses is one thing, but managing them is a whole different story. So next week, we're going to be talking about what happens when the maintenance, the money, and the pressure all hit at once and the house starts falling through the cracks. It's a conversation that a lot of families avoid, but it's one that we need to have. I'll see y'all next week.
Subscribe to my channel to learn more about probate real estate, financial literacy, and generational wealth planning.